Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this very special evening as Apollo Tyres presents the 18th Construction World Annual Awards 2020. This year, once again, the awards are a part of the 6th India Construction Festival and signal the finale to a very exciting 2 days of events. On behalf of the First Construction Council, we would like to welcome our winners, eminent jury, sponsors, our special guests, and you, our audience, to the 18th Construction World Annual Awards 2020 presented by Apollo Tyres. These are difficult times, and the fact that we are all here today signals the first triumph over the persistent pandemic, that the show will go on and we will be equally persistent in our efforts. After all, the awards have turned 18 this year, and at 18, as we all know, nothing looks impossible and tomorrow always looks promising. So ladies and gentlemen, unveiling the 18th edition of the Construction World Annual Awards, a calendar event for our industry stalwarts, I would first like to thank our partners for this evening. Our presenting partner, Apollo Tyres, our gold partners, APCO Infratech Private Limited, Larsen & Toubro, and Wirtgen India. Our silver partner, Dinesh Chandra R. Agrawal Infracon Private Limited. Our associate partners, Action Construction Equipment, JK Cement, KNR Construction, Schwingstetter, and Shyam Steel. And for those of you who are posting on social media, don't forget to use that hashtag ICF2020. The awards are organized by Construction World, the largest circulated construction business magazine in India, established under the leadership and vision of Mr. Pratap Padode. Before I do invite Mr. Pratap Padode, a few words about him. A trailblazer who first blazed a trail in financial journalism with his chartered accountancy background, he turned to addressing the needs of the construction, infrastructure, and manufacturing sectors through ASAP Info Global Group, which was set up in 1999. Since then, he has spearheaded India's enthusiasm for smart cities through the Smart City Council India that was set up in 2014, and now lobbies for policy changes as founder and president of the First Construction Council. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite the man behind these Oscars of the construction industry. Put your hands together for Mr. Pratap Padode as he tells us more about our awards.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 6th India Construction Festival and the 18th Construction World Annual Awards. The ability to adapt quickly and respond to the needs is what our information brands, Construction World, Equipment India, Infrastructure Today, and Indian Cement Review have had to do in the last 200 days. Our information delivery medium has morphed to providing views and opinions of business leaders, debates and discussions on industry-specific issues, all on video, on digital medium. Our content being provided on our websites with daily updates and information through the day is keeping the industry updated. First Construction Council, the infrastructure think tank, is planning to undertake impactful campaigns on technology, policy, and others to improve the sustainability of the industry. India needs to spend 7 to 8% of its GDP on infrastructure annually, which translates into an annual infrastructure spend of $200 billion, while currently we've been able to put around $100 to $110 billion annually. This huge investment gap of $90 billion needs funding through different and, more importantly, innovative approaches. The National Infrastructure Pipeline envisages an investment of 102 trillion rupees over the next 5 years, which would put the economy into a high growth orbit. Though announced by the Prime Minister and the Finance Minister earlier this year, the pandemic has obviously disrupted the priorities. India's economy is suffering a double whammy. While the government will cut spending all around, including watering down plans for the national infrastructure pipeline, its pipeline of projects itself has been the weakest in the last 14 years. Therefore, it is critical that it continues its path of structural reforms. Considering the mandate the ruling party enjoys with virtually no opposition, it would be foolhardy to fritter away the opportunity of reform. Agriculture and mining reforms have been brought on boldly. Even several projects like the Bogibeel Bridge, the Chenani Nashri Tunnel, the Sikkim's first airport, commercial aviation in Arunachal Pradesh, the Bidar Kalaburgi railway line connecting Delhi and Bengaluru, railway connectivity to the northeastern states, and even recently the inaugurated Atal Tunnel at Rohtang have been completed during Prime Minister Modi's tenure, and these projects had been delayed for over a decade. However, the project pipeline is still a huge area of concern. The metro rail projects, which are funded by multilateral agencies, and the road projects are truly holding infrastructure spending at a steady pace. Recently, the National High Speed Rail Corporation has also announced plans for 7 new projects at an expected cost of around 10 trillion rupees. It has awarded tenders of 200 billion rupees to 3 bidders, comprising 7 Indian companies. The area tendered part of Gujarat is likely to consume 75 lakh million tons of cement, 21 lakh million tons of steel, and 1.3 million tons of structural steel. Another tender for 28 steel bridges, which will consume 70,000 metric tons of steel, is underway. Both the metro rail and the bullet train projects have an advantage of deploying long-term funds from overseas governments at negligible rates of interest, where due to relaxation in terms, the contracts are now being awarded to Indian companies. And the building materials are also being sourced from Indian building material companies, and we are generating employment. No wonder then, most of our winners are those who are constructing metro rail and roads. Road construction, which sped our way to infrastructure growth in the recent past, with financial year 1920 clocking in contract awards of 10,676 kilometers, is in process of resetting its model, where it needs to monetize its assets and reduce the debt load. With its financials under strain, zooming 9.5 times to 2.28 trillion in 5 years, a monetization program of toll yielding assets has been initiated by NHAI. As part of the national infrastructure pipeline, the road sector would elicit an expenditure of 3.24 trillion rupees in financial year 2020 alone, apart from its total allocation of nearly 19 trillion rupees over the next 5 years till 2025. With land costs constituting 40% of the cost of roads, from only 10 to 15% barely 7 years ago, the failing of the Land Acquisition Act is hurting the stability of the model. I have been constantly recommending abandoning the purchase of land for road construction and deploying innovative land pooling instead, which will save the country over 2 trillion rupees. The quicker National Highway Authority can monetize its assets and adopt land pooling, the quicker it will be able to catch the desired speed in propelling infrastructure. After all, infrastructure is the only way the economy can pick itself up and get back to business. Over the last few years, the list of profit-making construction companies has been shrinking. Even though initially the top line shows growth, the profit margin continues to shrink to a point that the company reports a huge loss. Companies like Hindustan Construction, Gammon India, IVRCL, Punj Lloyd, Simplex Infrastructure, Lanco, Era Infra, Marg, Madhukon Projects, Progressive Construction, and so on, all have suffered the same fate eventually. On the brighter side, we've had new companies emerging on the scene, showing rapid growth continuously year on year. These have been able to grow from a few hundred crores of top line to 1,000 crore plus in a matter of few years. As long as the newcomers outnumber the ones that falter, we will have enough to soldier on. But it is also time to rethink the model that drives them to the point where they delivered a sucker punch. Ladies and gentlemen, our financial year 1920 GDP had already slowed. For the full financial year 2020, the number had come down to 4.2% from 6.1% in 1819. The Indian economy grew at 3.1% in the January to March 2020 quarter, its slowest pace in at least 2 years. The construction sector also registered a degrowth of 2.2% as compared to 6% growth in the previous year. L&T hit a market cap of rupees 2 trillion rupees in January 18 when the GDP was at 7.7%, and it has hit 1.25 trillion of late. So the construction sector acts like a resilient sector when faced against a drastic crisis of this nature. It's not so easy to switch it off. So while cinemas, restaurants, hotels went down to zero under the lockdown during April-June quarter, construction was hit hard but held ground. Currently, order books are good. Workers are more or less back, but the worry is only about the future, the project pipeline, the government's ability to focus on the economy beyond elections. So, ladies and gentlemen, when we raise our hands to applaud for the winners, remember this. They too have fought hard to continue to build against all odds. Our winners are chosen due to their performance over 6 years with higher weightage on the recent performances. We value growth and profitability on equal weightage, and then we allow our jury members to evaluate the emerging winners under the lens of ethics, reputation, governance, and business fortitude. Our top challengers are selected among the entire construction industry, including building materials, equipment, real estate, contracting, where we see the ability of the companies to have a sturdier response to the market than others. Ladies and gentlemen, James Bryan Conant, President, Harvard University, points out the one quality that defines winners, and I quote, "Behold the turtle. He only makes progress when he sticks his neck out." And now it is time for winners who've been sticking their necks out to hold their heads high. I will end with a couplet from Allama Iqbal, which is very oft quoted by our former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh. सितारों से आगे जहां और भी हैं, इश्क के इम्तिहान और भी हैं. Thank you.
merely talk the talk. And it is inspiring to be amidst people like you sitting here.
For this effort. I'm delighted to be here this evening, and I'm here particularly for this function.
Congratulate the organizers for drawing our attention and focusing attention on this very important area.
Pododo, who is responsible for conceptualizing this idea.
Thank Aspire for this event this evening, underscoring India's commitment.
Thank you so much, Mr. Padode. And now, before I do invite Mr. Tanveer Padode, Head Operations ASAP Info Global Group, a few words about him. A McGill graduate in economics and computer science, he opened his innings with the Washington-based Smart Cities Council, gaining a solid understanding of cities and their working, whilst working on the platform digitally. He then moved back to India, and at ASAP, he heads its digital transitions, among several other hats that he does don. So please, let's welcome Tanveer Padode to speak about the transition of the construction world from its print to digital avatars.
What if I told you that your devices can now provide you in short form the latest news from the Ministry of Roads, Transport and Highways, the latest prices of steel, cement and other building materials, views and opinions of construction leaders such as yourselves, updates from the railways, ports, airports, smart cities and water segments, contracts awarded, projects conceptualized. And then what if I told you that beyond this, your device could also provide you with the research and analysis on infrastructure topics, live stock prices of stocks from real estate, steel, cement and construction, financial data of the construction industry, project data of projects being planned. We would be talking about CWOW, Construction World on WhatsApp, constructionworld.in and its formidable new premium service, CW Gold. COVID has provided a lot of problems and opportunities for all of us. It has changed the use of technology from convenient to necessary. Information has always been a strong force of power, and we at Construction World stay focused on delivering quality information on time. With that, I'd like to introduce our new and improved Construction World website. We've changed a lot, so here's a short summary. Our design has changed. We've added more to give you more information. We've changed our navigation. We focused on stories and information that's important to you. Focus on your segment within this vast construction industry. You can also sign up for your own focused newsletter. Read the news that you're interested in. Keep tabs on what's going on in the market from anywhere on the website. Keep up with our different types of news dissemination. Check out our video of the Samruddhi Mahamarg.
The Maharashtra Samruddhi Mahamarg, all set to open its doors by the end of 2020, is the latest vogue creating buzz across India's construction world. Why has the new Mumbai-Nagpur Expressway suddenly become the talk of the town?
Follow our channels for more quick updates wherever you spend your time. You can even access news on WhatsApp. Now, for our big highlight, something we've made for this new and improved digital construction industry. A service that gives you more than just news and articles, but critical information and tools for our users. Unveiling to you, CW Gold. A new product that focuses on driving to give you more important features like project information, find out about projects before they are conceptualized, and get details of those involved in the project. Truly valuable information. Check out which companies are performing well. See financial reports and analysis of their performance. See what's happening elsewhere in the industry through our sister publications, Infrastructure Today, Indian Cement Review, and Equipment India. Over the next few months, we will be adding lots more to a new gold standard of the construction industry. Please do reach out to us if you have any thoughts or suggestions at feedback@asapinfoglobal.com. With this, I come to the end of my presentation. Congratulations to all the winners. Stay safe and take care.
Thank you, Mr. Tanveer Padode. We would now like to introduce to you those who were tasked with the toughest job, that of selecting the winners from a list of closely competing companies, our eminent jury. Even though the numbers spoke for themselves, the jury used their powers of discretion and shared insights, and above all, had the power to veto even a top performer. So let's meet Mr. Benjamin Breen, Managing Director, Project Management Institute, Asia Pacific, Global Head of Construction. Mr. Vipul Rungta, Managing Director and CEO, HDFC Capital Advisors. Mr. Pradeep Singh, former Vice Chairman, IDFC Projects. Mr. Vijay Agrawal, Executive Director, Aquarius Capital. Mr. R.K. Narayan, COO, All Cargo Logistics Park Private Limited. Mr. Mohammad Ali Jana, President, IFOPCA, Maldives. Mr. Fareed Ahmed, Head Marketing of Highway Vehicles for APMEA Region, Apollo Tyres Limited. And in the presence of our august jury, it's time now for us to unveil the Construction World 23rd Annual Issue 2020. This 200-plus page 23rd Anniversary Edition blockbuster is based on the theme of construction technology or ConTech. It captures the action plans of 27 companies in terms of adopting ConTech written by their leadership, explaining how they will help them take giant strides towards progress. The Construction World 23rd Anniversary Edition also features the profiles of companies that are top rankers in categories such as construction, paint, steel and tile, ceramic and sanitary ware. It also includes a list of top international design and contractors and sectorial analysis by experts. In fact, all the companies that are being awarded today have been profiled and their sectors analyzed. Thank you, our jury members, in choosing the Construction World Award winners for 2020. We are certain that your deliberations, they've been difficult, but your choices most astute. Ladies and gentlemen, we now present to you a film from our presenting partner, Apollo Tyres. invite Mr. Satish Sharma, President, Asia Pacific, Middle East, Africa, and whole-time Director, Apollo Tyres Limited, to come and address the gathering.
A very warm welcome to all the delegates of the Construction World Global Awards. I believe this is the 18th edition which is being run. Apollo Tyres has been partnering this journey since last 3 years. And I do believe that Apollo Tyres joining this institutional platform has added value and has made it far more distinctive and meaningful. So we are really happy to partner with Construction World in this journey. And once again, a warm welcome on behalf of both Construction World and Apollo Tyres today. Apollo Tyres has been making significant investments behind its products which cater to the infrastructure industry. And this has been happening since last 5 years. And today I'm happy to say that we have a product portfolio which is as wide as all the machines, to be able to cater to all the machines which are engaged in building the infrastructure of the country. We also have the highest spend on R&D as far as the tire industry is concerned. And that ensures that we have put state-of-art technology behind our products, and our products boast of performance standards which match the best in the world. We've also partnered this journey over a short period of time with almost every OEM in the country, which of course is a testimonial to the fact that how committed we are towards the infrastructure portfolio. Our quality standards of not only the products but also our facilities again give us that competitive edge, and the investments that we have put behind this category would ensure that soon we would have a dominant place as far as this category is concerned. We also have a very, very wide distribution network in India, which ensures that our service team is very close to the customer at any given point in time. We've also built an effective team of distribution partners, some of them who are present today in this function. And along with them, we are constantly working on ensuring that our customers get the best service. We are engaged in ensuring that the standards of uptime are continuously revised upwards. As far as we are concerned, and tires are a lead indicator of the economy, I'm sure it would be reassuring for you to hear that we have witnessed a sharp rebound during the last 3 months. There's definitely a visible recovery on cards, and it is not just the infrastructure sector. I mean, if you look at the agri space, it's doing record numbers. The car category since last 3 months is really steadily improving. Two-wheelers are improving. And now we are seeing that the infrastructure portfolio of our business is posting some very smart numbers. In fact, in the last 3 years, I can say here that we are having a year-on-year growth of double digits for the last 3 months. YTD is, of course, still a stressful figure. So I would not take much time between you and this fabulous event that we have planned for you. I'd just like to end by saying that on behalf of Apollo Tyres, we applaud all the stakeholders of this industry and the efforts that we have been trying to make in this industry. A special congratulations to all the winners today, and I am sure you would find that this gives you the recognition that is most due to you. So thank you, and once again a warm welcome from my side.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sharma. Well, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I would now like to introduce the first category of our awards for this evening. India's fastest growing building material companies. These companies have been selected on the basis of their financial performance as per the process explained earlier. Once again, a quick reminder, do make sure that you tweet and post on your social media platforms using hashtag ICF2020. Ladies and gentlemen, the award for the fastest growing paint company goes to Berger Paints India. Headquartered in Kolkata, Berger Paints is the second largest paint company in India, and it features among the top 5 paint companies in Asia and the top 16 in the world. Paint sales in the domestic market contribute to 94% of its consolidated revenue. And so I would like to invite Mr. Abhijit Roy, Managing Director and CEO, Berger Paints, to receive the award and say a few words.
I would like to thank Construction World for bestowing on us this trophy for being the fastest growing paint company in India. It's an honor to receive this on behalf of Berger Paints. I would say that this trophy has been won by us primarily because of 2 reasons. The first and the most important, the great team that we have, which is committed and dedicated to growing this company and increasing its revenue and profit. The second, and which is also important, is our spirit of innovation, of inventing and coming out with products and services which are liked by consumers.
Thank you, Mr. Roy, and a big congratulations. The next award is that of the fastest growing tiles, ceramic and sanitary ware company. And the award goes to Cera Sanitary Ware. Cera Sanitary Ware is one of the fastest growing sanitary ware companies in India, with a market share of around 24%, with a top line of rupees 1,223.69 crore in FY20. So to give away this award, I would like to invite Mr. Amit Singh, Associate Director, APCO Infratech Private Limited.
I'm very happy to be here at the 18th Construction World Annual Awards 2020 and to present the award to the fastest growing tiles, ceramics and sanitary ware company to Cera Sanitary Ware.
I'd now like to invite Mr. Atul Sangvi, Executive Director and CEO, Cera Sanitary Ware, to accept the award and say a few words.
It is a very happy moment for us at Cera to receive the Construction World Global Award this year too. We thank the jury and the editorial team of Construction World for bestowing this award on Cera, which gives us the confidence to continue our work towards making Atmanirbhar Bharat a reality in home solution product category. Cera is a household name for 4 decades now. The excellence in product quality coupled with sales and after sales setup makes Cera stand apart. Thank you once again on behalf of Team Cera.
Thank you, Mr. Sangvi. Our next award, ladies and gentlemen, is for the second fastest growing steel company in the large category. And the award goes to Jindal Steel and Power. To give away this award, I'd like to invite Mr. Sandeep Garg, Managing Director and CEO, Wellspun Enterprises.
It's indeed my pleasure to be with all of you here today on the 18th Construction World Annual Award 2020. It is a matter of pride to be handing over the prestigious award of second fastest growing company in steel sector in large category to Jindal Steel and Power.
JSPL is an industrial powerhouse with a towering presence in the steel, power, mining and infrastructure sectors, and it is a part of a $22 billion OP Jindal group. The group achieved its highest consolidated sales of 7.94 million ton and posted the highest ever steel production of 8.17 million ton in FY20. May I now please invite Mr. Sudhanshu Saraf, Director Transformation, Jindal Steel and Power, to receive the award.
Hello everyone. I am very happy to learn that Construction World magazine has instituted this global award for the rate of growth of companies. And I am very pleased to learn that Jindal Steel and Power Limited has been one of the fastest growing companies in the country. My sincere thanks to our chairman, Mr. Naveen Jindal, who has led the whole effort from the front, and our managing director, Mr. V.R. Sharma, who has actually instituted so many processes which will ensure that this growth is on a sustainable basis, and in times to come we are going to have similar or faster growth. Thank you so much for this acknowledgement and award. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Saraf. The award for the fastest growing steel company in the small category goes to Kirloskar Ferris. KFIL, a manufacturer and supplier of pig iron and grey iron castings, sold 3,58,146 million ton of pig iron, valued at Rs 1,070 crore in FY 2019-20. I'd now like to invite Mr. R.V. Gumaste, Managing Director, Kirloskar Ferris, to receive the award and say a few words.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. In spite of huge challenges, 2019-20 as well as 2021, in spite of the challenge of COVID-19 pandemic, India is progressing ahead. In the infrastructure building for India, construction has played a very important role, and we expect construction industry to grow in future as well. Kirloskar Ferrous Industries is focused on the construction field for supply of their iron and steel products. We look forward to achieve our growth by doing more focused activity in construction field. I would like to thank Construction World for giving us the award continuously for the second year. Thank you, Construction World. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, Mr. Gumaste. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting all our winners from the building material category. Congratulations to all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, before we move on to the next category of awards, I'd now like to welcome Mr. Ramesh Palagiri, Managing Director and CEO, Whitgin India, to say a few words. Whitgin is celebrating its silver jubilee in India this year, by the way.
Good evening. The Whitgin Group completed 25 years of operations in India, and on this occasion, we are grateful to all our customers for being an integral part of our success story. And thank you for your trust and patronage over this period of time, which has helped the Whitgin Group and Whitgin India to grow to a market-leading position through innovation, technology, and customer support. On this occasion, we commit to continue on this journey of innovation and providing cost-effective solutions to you, our valued customers, while continuing to be focused on our mantra of being close to our customers. The journey of Whitgin India began in 1995 at Bangalore and later moved to Pune in 2010 with the setup of a new manufacturing plant. Our unrelenting focus on producing world-class quality products and a constant drive to innovate had made us the global market leader. In the Pune plant, ham compactors, Fogley pavers, and Cleman screens are produced for India and for the world. Today, over 30% of the products what we produce in Pune are exported to over 50 countries, including the Tier 4 countries in Europe and US. We are currently the largest exporter of track-mounted screening plants out of India. The Whitkin Group, a John Deere company, continues to strongly believe in the long-term prospects for the road and highway sector in India, and hence would continue to invest in our Pune plant and also on our direct sales customer support network in India. We have just completed the expansion of a new machine finishing facility and a painting hall. Also, additional land of 15 acres has been purchased adjacent to the existing land, which will be used for future expansion to bring in new products. Over the last 25 years, several innovative technologies have been introduced in the Indian market, like the surface mining technology for extraction of coal and limestone. I'm happy to inform you that currently more than 50% of the coal extracted in India is with this technology, and a majority of the same is with Whitkin miners. In the field of road building and road rehabilitation, we have contributed immensely by supplying machines offering application expertise in both concrete and bituminous paving, and also several new technologies like the high compaction screen, mobile feeder, road scan, soil stabilization, cold and hot recycling, and cold milling over this period of time. We will continue to bring new and relevant technologies to the Indian market. We look forward to your continued patronage with our highly motivated and knowledgeable team and innovative products coming out of world-class plants in India and globally. We shall continue to work closely with you and stay focused on our mantra of being close to our customers.
Well, folks, moving on to the next category of awards for this evening, it's our top challengers. Only a strong company could have withstood the disruptive impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. With weak global demand, supply disruptions and shutdowns, the pandemic has brought companies down to bankruptcy. CW identified the top challengers of FY 2020, companies that have withstood that onslaught, and analyzed the universe of construction and contracting, engineering, metals, building materials, and the cement sector, and arrived at companies that bucked the trend. The focus was on parameters such as net sales, profit before depreciation, interest and tax, and net profit. We are announcing the winners in alphabetical order. The first award goes to Ashoka Buildcon. Ashoka Buildcon is an integrated EPC and BOT player with a portfolio of 38 PPP projects in over 21 states. The company's total income experienced 2.9% growth over the FY 2019. I would like to invite Mr. Satish Parakh, Managing Director, Ashoka Buildcon, to accept the award.
Hi, this is Satish Parakh at Ashoka Buildcon. I'm happy to receive the India's Top Challengers Award organized by the construction world. It is admirable that despite the tough times, the team at Construction World has worked hard to make this award function possible. Congratulations to the team. Thank you.
And the next Top Challenger Award goes to HIL. Established in 1946, HIL is a flagship company of the $2.4 billion CK Birla Group. The company's profits grew by 150% in a year, and the total income experienced a hike of 17.8% over the FY 2019. To accept the award, I would like to call Mr. Dhirup Roy Chaudhary, Managing Director and CEO, to say a few words.
Good evening, everyone. The present pandemic has posed a lot of challenges to us, both in our professional and personal lives. The most important aspect during these times is to keep ourselves, our families, and our organization safe. On behalf of my company, HIL Limited, it gives me great joy and pleasure in accepting the Top Challenges Award by Construction World for the second year in a row. Despite the slow pickup and sluggishness of the economy in the recent past, all businesses of HIL in India and abroad has shown huge resilience in growing its top line, staying profitable, and keeping its cash flow safe. We have come together even more as a team to keep our flag high. Backed by some great brands, our group's values, and a huge committed team, I am sure that we will continue to maintain this robust performance year on year. Stay safe and all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chaudhary. And the next award, ladies and gentlemen, goes to IRB Infrastructure Developers. With a modest beginning in 1998, IRB Infrastructure Developers has a strong track record of constructing over 12,300 lane kilometers pan-India, with an asset base of over 450 billion. I would like to invite Mr. Sudhir Hoshing, Joint Managing Director, to say a few words and accept the award.
While accepting this prestigious award for the IRB Infrastructure Developers Limited, I express my sincere gratitude for recognizing companies' contribution of more than 2 decades in India's highways infrastructure development. Also need to thank entire team of IRB, whose contribution in this achievement of IRB is significant by their perseverance, innovation, continuous improvement to keep us ahead in these testing times. All of you have been well familiar with ongoing scenario as well as the preceding year that witnessed the national and international economic meltdown. I am proud to share here that IRB Infra, being India's leading and largest infrastructure developer, stood firm and performed well even in these scenarios. We always have been first to take challenges.
Thank you, Mr. Hoshing. And moving on to our next winner, the award goes to J. Kumar Infra Projects. J. Kumar Infra Projects has a strong foothold in infrastructure, transportation, engineering, piling and civil construction, with a turnover of 29.70 billion, up 7% from the previous fiscal. I'd like to invite Mr. Nalin Gupta, Managing Director, J. Kumar Infra Projects, to say a few words.
I thank the entire jury and construction world for giving India's Top Challengers Award 2019-20 to J. Kumar Infra Projects, and I'm very glad that the jury has selected our company J. Kumar as the India's top challengers, and I would like to thank the entire jury and give the entire credit to the team J. Kumar, which has worked day in day out and with full honesty, sincerity and the hard efforts taken by them, due to which company has been bagging such awards even in the past year and this year as well. I thank the entire team of Construction World and jury once again. Thanks a lot for the effort.
Thank you, Mr. Gupta. Ladies and gentlemen, the next award in this category goes to JK Cement. JK Cement is the second largest manufacturer of white cement in India, with an annual capacity of 600,000 ton, and has experienced a growth of 9.65% in their total income over the last year. We have with us Mr. Rajneesh Kapoor, Business Head, Grey Cement Division, JK Cement, coming to accept the award and say a few words.
We at JK Cement believe in delivering high quality products consistently to the satisfaction of our customers. In our organizations, our stakeholders, primarily the customers, come first and foremost. Over the last few years, the company has demonstrated by its performance significant growth both in terms of profitability and in terms of brand building. During the current COVID pandemic, which has struck the world all over, JK Cement has been at the forefront of keeping the employees' safety, the safety of all its stakeholders, channel partners at the topmost level. Right from the day of the outbreak of this pandemic, we have taken all steps to keep our employees safe, and not only our employees, the people around our plants who are working, and our dealers and channel networks. And we feel at this point of time that sustainability of business also means good health and good security of your employees. The company's philosophy of giving due importance to sustainable development is manifested in the form of the company increasing the use of AFR in the operations and business. Going forward, the company is poised for further growth with the 4.2 million ton expansion which has just got completed, with the last grinding unit in Balasinore getting operational in the month of October. We are set to meet the expectations of our stakeholders and do our contribution in building the foundations of a country.
Thank you, Mr. Kapoor. Ladies and gentlemen, the next award for India's top challengers goes to K&R Constructions. With over 2.5 decades of experience, K&R Constructions executes the construction of technically complex and high-value projects. The company's turnover has improved by 248% to rupees 22.44 billion in the past 5 years. I would like to invite Mr. K. Narasimha Reddy, Managing Director, K&R Constructions, to say a few words.
Balance sheet, order book, growth in revenue and profit is the reasons for the achieving the Top Challenger Award.
Thank you, Mr. Reddy. The next award for this category goes to Kolte Patil Developers. Since 1991, Kolte Patil Developers has developed over 50 projects, covering a saleable area of 20 million square feet. It has a pipeline of 26 million square feet of projects under execution and has had the highest ever collections of rupees 13.68 billion in FY 2020. We have Mr. Gopal Sarda, CEO, Kolte Patil Developers, coming and joining us and saying a few words.
We are thrilled to be receiving prestigious India's Top Challengers 2019-2020 award at the 18th Construction World Global Awards 2020. I think Construction World is doing a phenomenal job by recognizing the hard efforts of leaders as well as organizations who are delivering in these turbulent times. This motivates leaders and organizations to achieve more and get recognized in the industry at a larger forum. I also appreciate and congratulate to other peers who are also receiving awards at this great event, and wishing Construction World all the very best to achieve the next endeavors for the organization. We at Kolte Patil has demonstrated a 360-degree business approach, also ensure that working like a manufacturing company rather than a real estate company, and we are showing continuous growth in cash flows and P&L while maintaining the integrity of the balance sheet. We are completely geared up and ready for the next challenges, and we'll ensure that while leveraging the brand, we will keep on growing with the team efforts and 100% governance as well as the best of the industry practices which we can bring for the organization as a whole. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sarda. The next award, ladies and gentlemen, goes to Larsen & Toubro. Larsen & Toubro is a major Indian multinational with over $18 billion in revenue and operating in over 30 countries worldwide. Being among the top 15 global contractors offering EPC solutions, L&T experienced a 7.5% growth in their total income over FY 2019. I would like to invite Mr. T. Madhavadas, Whole-Time Director, to say a few words.
An award is always welcome. We at L&T are very happy to be recognized as the top challenger by Construction World. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir, and congratulations. And now, folks, the next award goes to PNC Infratech. PNC Infratech has executed over 65 major infrastructure projects to date and is currently executing 20 expressways worth over rupees 150 billion on the EPC model. It has consistently been making profits and has a healthy balance sheet with over rupees 25 billion net worth as on March 31st, 2020. I'd now like to invite Mr. Yogesh Kumar Jain, Managing Director, PNC Infratech, to come join us and receive the award.
We thank the construction world and learned jury members for selecting our company for the Top Challengers Award this year, which we accept with a great pleasure. Key factors led to achievement include our single point agenda to proactively complete all our projects within time, our in-house capabilities of investment, development, construction, operation and management. Apart from a large fleet of modern plant and machinery, dedicated workforce over 10,000 employees and prudent financial management, we get enormous support from the project authorities in realizing goals. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Yogesh Kumar. Moving on to our next award, the winner is the Prestige Group. Prestige Group has completed 247 projects with a developable area of 134 million square feet and has 45 ongoing projects with a total developable area of 52 million square feet. They experienced 56% growth in their total income over the past year. We have with us today Mr. Irfan Razak, Chairman and Managing Director, Prestige Group, coming and joining us and accepting the award.
It gives me great pleasure to be a part of this Online Construction Awards 2020 and to be presenting this trophy. Our congratulations to all the winners.
Thank you, Construction World, for this award, the India's Top Challengers 1920 Online Awards. I'm grateful to you. This award is first to the team Prestige, who puts in the entire effort day in, day out and sweats it out to see that the flag of the Prestige Group is held high, and also to the construction industry that really goes through all sorts of trouble to see that they keep on doing what they are doing and creating landmarks after landmarks, building cities. And it is also for those unsung heroes, the laborers, who really sweat it out in the hot sun to build homes, build offices and build all other asset classes for the construction industry. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Mr. Razak. Our next winner is PSP Projects. Established in 2008, PSP Projects has delivered over 150 projects, and in FY 2019-20, they booked their highest ever revenue of rupees 14.99 billion and a net profit of rupees 1.29 billion. I would like to invite Mr. Prahlad Bhai S. Patel, CEO and Managing Director, PSP Projects, to come and join us and say a few words.
We are thankful to Construction World Global Awards for acknowledging in the Construction World Top Challengers list 2019-20. This is the third year in a row and PSP has managed to fit into this list. We are proud for that. The industry is going through a challenging time and much such recognition encourages us to perform better and better by such types of awards in future. Once again, we are thankful to the entire team of Construction World for this honor. Thank you.
Congratulations, Mr. Patel. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the last award in this category, and it goes to Wellspun Enterprises. Part of the Wellspun Group, Wellspun Enterprises currently has 8 road projects with a total project value of over rupees 120 billion. It was the first company to complete a road HAM project, the Delhi-Meerut Expressway, in 11 months. we have with us Mr. Sandeep Garg, Managing Director, Welspun Enterprises, coming and accepting the award.
Thank you, Construction World. It's indeed a pleasure to receive this prestigious award, India's Top Challenger 2019-2020. We are here because we believe in operational excellence, and thank you for recognizing this time and again. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Garg. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there they were, our top challengers for the year 2020. And a big congratulations to each and every one of them. Even though you're sitting at home, I'm sure that you could give that big virtual applause for all those winners. Well, folks, before we move further to our next set of awards, let's watch this video from our gold partner, Larsen & Toubro.
The future is closer than we think. Using digital technologies, we're implementing futuristic solutions to make quantum improvements across all our businesses, resulting in smart engineering, smart manufacturing, smart project management, smart infrastructure.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to our next category of awards, and this is for our fastest growing construction companies. India's fastest growing construction companies have been selected on the basis of their financial performance as per the process that was explained earlier. In this, we will begin with the small category. Ladies and gentlemen, announcing the award for the third fastest growing construction company in the small category. This company has a presence in verticals like EPC and real estate development. To date, it has executed over 200 projects across more than 50 million square feet. It is none other than Vascon Engineers. May I request Mr. Siddharth Vasudevan Murthy, Managing Director, to come and join us and say a few words.
Good evening, friends. I would like to start by thanking Construction World for this honor of being one of the fastest growing construction companies. No award is complete if you don't mention your team, and I would like to dedicate this award to the entire Vascon team and for the people who have directly or indirectly made this happen. So thank you, Construction World, thank you, Vascon, and thank you everyone who supported us.
Thank you, Mr. Murthy, and of course, congratulations. Our next award is for the second fastest growing construction company in the small category. Now, this goes to a company that offers a diversified range of construction and allied services across industrial, institutional, government residential, and residential projects in India consistently. And the winner is PSP Projects. I would like to invite Mr. Prahlad Bhai S. Patel, CEO and Managing Director, to receive the award.
We are thankful to Construction World Global Awards for honoring PSP Projects Limited as second fastest growing construction company in the small category. This is second consecutive year we are receiving this award from Construction World and the second of the unique. Since its inception, PSP has focused on delivering projects with time, quality and transparency, and this is the reason that why we has reached to this level in just 12 years of establishment. Once again, I am very heartily thankful to Mr. Pratap Patode and the jury members for giving us this recognition. And last but not the least, the congratulations to the CW team for continuing this event during this pandemic situation beautifully on a virtual platform. Thank you everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Patel. Ladies and gentlemen, the award for the fastest growing construction company in the small category goes to a company that operates PPP projects in various sectors like roads, water, oil, gas and urban infrastructure. It has an order book of rupees 4,862.40 crore as on March 31st, 2020. It is none other than Welspun Enterprises. We have Mr. Sandeep Garg, Managing Director, Welspun Enterprises, accepting the award.
Wow. 2 awards in a day. You made my day, Construction World. Thank you for making us the fastest growing company award recipients. I must thank the complete team of Welspun Enterprises for making this happen in a row 3 times. I must thank Construction World for recognizing our growth, and I hope to be associated with Construction World from moving from the small category to medium and then to large. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Garg. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, moving on now to announcing winners of the fastest growing construction companies in the medium category. The award for the 3rd fastest growing construction company in the medium category goes to a mid-sized EPC player engaged in the construction of roads and highways, airports, railways, and other civil engineering projects. In FY20, with order inflow of rupees 6,300 crore, its order book went up to rupees 15,000 crore. It is none other than PNC Infratech. I'd like to invite Mr. T.R. Rao, Director, Infra and Board Member, to come and say a few words and accept the award.
We thank Construction World and the learned jury members for selecting our company as one of the fastest growing companies in the year FY20 in the medium category, and it is our privilege to accept this award. We always believe that consistency in performance is the key determinant for long-term success, and we strive to maintain consistency in our performance across the spheres. We thank Construction World once again. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rao. Well, next, folks, we are announcing the award for the 2nd fastest growing construction company in the medium category. This award goes to a company that has made its presence felt in various segments like highways, energy, tunnel, irrigation, urban infrastructure, and industrial development. It has had a consistent order book growth without compromising on the margin front. And the winner is APCO Infratech. May I request Mr. Amit Singh, Associate Director, to join us and say a few words.
Hello and good evening to everyone. I am Amit Singh, Associate Director, APCO Infratech Private Limited. First of all, I would like to extend my regards to the Construction World jury who has selected APCO Infratech Limited as 2nd fastest growing company for 2nd consecutive year. All in all, organizational growth depends upon its dedicated teamwork and its associates, which may be stakeholders, vendors, etc. So that's why company is able to achieve its 60% growth this year from last year. And that's all I want to say, that company should keep its high spirit with its all stakeholders as well as its team. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Singh. Well, next, folks, we move on to the fastest growing construction company in the medium category. I'd like to invite Mr. Dominic G. Martin, Head Marketing Commercial Vehicles for APMEA region, Apollo Tyres, to give away this award.
I'm happy to announce the 18th Construction World Annual Awards 2020 to the first fastest growing construction company in the medium category, to Dinesh Chandra R. Agrawal Infracon Private Limited. Congratulations.
The award for the fastest growing construction company in the medium category goes to a company that was established in 1972. They have been involved in civil construction, undertaking the construction of roads, bridges, airports, and drainage systems. With the completion of over 100 projects, 4,000 plus employees, and a presence in 20 states, the company is spreading its wings across all geographies of our country. And it is none other than Dinesh Chandra R. Agrawal Infracon Private Limited. I'd like to invite Mr. Dinesh Chandra Agrawal, Chairman and Managing Director, to accept the award.
We are thankful to Construction World and the jury for giving us this award. We stand in solidarity with the nation's first responders as they fight the battle against COVID. Dinesh Chandra R. Agrawal Infracon Private Limited will continue to deliver national landmark projects, and we wish our government and various enterprising officers that guide us and our peers in the industry for a remarkable collective achievement. Here's to looking forward at delivering 40 kilometers a day. Thank you. Stay safe.
Thank you, Mr. Agrawal. The next segment of awards are for the fastest growing construction companies in the large category. The third fastest growing company in the large category is one of the vertically integrated and innovation focused road EPC contractors in India. Owing its large fleet of construction equipment and vehicles, has helped the company emerge as the largest road EPC player and one of the best project executors in the country. And the winner is Dilip Buildcon.
नमस्कार, मैं दिलीप सूर्यवंशी, सीएमडी दिलीप बिल्डकॉन। मैं कंस्ट्रक्शन वर्ल्ड को धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं कि भारत की तमाम कंस्ट्रक्शन कंपनियों के बीच में हमें इन्हें अवार्ड के लायक समझा, चुना। और मैं हर साल इसी तरह जो कंस्ट्रक्शन वर्ल्ड करती है, एक नई प्रेरणा देती है सारी कंपनियों को, और कॉम्पिटिटिव फीलिंग पैदा होती है पॉजिटिव, जिससे कि हम लोग अपना सर्वश्रेष्ठ करने की कोशिश करते हैं। और मैं इसका श्रेय देना चाहता हूँ तमाम मेरे 35,000 एम्प्लॉइज़ को, जो विभिन्न परिस्थितियों में देश के अलग अलग प्रदेशों में लगे हुए हैं और पूरी तन्मयता से काम करते हैं। और सबसे बड़ी महत्वपूर्ण बात है कि ओनरशिप लेके काम करते हैं। मेरे यहाँ का हर वर्कर एक लगन से, एक हिम्मत से और एक हौसले से काम करता है, और वो कंपनी को अपने परिवार का अंग मानता है। मैं भी अपने कंपनी के हर एम्प्लॉय को परिवार का अंग मानता हूँ, और इसी कारण हम लोग कम समय में काफ़ी तेज़ी से भारत के करीब 19 स्टेट में काम करते हैं। और हमारे एम्प्लॉयज़ विभिन्न जोग्राफिकल कंडीशन में, अलग अलग पॉलिटिकल सिचुएशंस में, अलग अलग परिस्थितियों में अपना सर्विसेज देने की कोशिश करते हैं। तो मैं समझता हूँ जो हमको आपने अप्रिशिएट किया है कि मेरे उन तमाम कर्मचारियों की लगन है जिन्होंने इसको काम को इस मुकाम तक पहुँचाया। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद कंस्ट्रक्शन वर्ल्ड, और आप इसी तरह की हेल्दी कंपटीशन बनाए रखेंगे तो लोगों में अच्छा काम करने की प्रेरणा जागृत होगी। ऑल द बेस्ट टू कंस्ट्रक्शन वर्ल्ड।
Thank you, Mr. Suryavanshi. The second fastest growing company in the large category is the second largest engineering and construction group in India. One of the fastest growing infrastructure companies, it has a $300 million strategic equipment fleet and different units. With projects in over 20 countries, the winner is Afcon's Infrastructure. May I please request Mr. S. Paramasivan, Managing Director, to come and say a few words.
Good evening, everybody. It gives me a great pleasure to receive this Construction World Award of second fastest growing construction company in successive years. And we are indeed proud and privileged to receive this award. adequate confidence necessary in the system now. And it will not be out of place here to mention that Engineering News Record USA has consistently been rating us, and as per ENR 2019, we are the 9th largest marine player in the world and 13th largest bridge player in the world. We are indeed proud to state that we are the only Indian company to figure the top 20 in these two categories. And the current year, our international ranking has moved up from that of 136 to 119 as per ENR 2020. And in terms of our own growth, if I can summarize briefly, over the last 5 years, we have grown at a CAGR of about 20%, in excess of 20% in the top line and about 36% in the bottom line. And in this current environment, any company growing like this would indeed deserve a commendation which construction world has chosen to do. In terms of order book, we have a decent backlog of order book of about 30,000 crores. And even in the current year, in this very difficult situation also, it's a pleasure to inform that we have booked about 6,000 crores of order book in the first half of the current year. We appreciate and congratulate the construction world for a continuous work in this field and year on year to give a mirror before us. Thank you.
Thank you and a big congratulations. To give away the next award, I would like to invite Mr. Ramesh Palagiri, Managing Director and CEO, Witgen India.
Good evening. I am very happy to be here at the 18th Construction World's Award 2020 and to present the award for the first fastest growing construction company in the large category to GR Infra Projects. It is my privilege to present this award to GR Infra Projects, whom I have known for the last 13 years and have closely seen this company grow while continuing to build better roads.
Thank you and a big congratulations. One of the most admired infrastructure companies in India, the fastest growing construction company in the large category, this company is able to ensure faster mobilization of equipment, quicker project liquidation and lower costs, in addition to strong relationships with equipment rental agencies. With consistent order wins, the company has an order book of rupees 1,788.20 crore as on March 31st, 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the winning company, GR Infra Projects. I'd like to invite Mr. Vinod Agarwal, Managing Director, to come and say a few words and accept the award.
थैंक यू कंस्ट्रक्शन वर्ल्ड। मैं हृदय से धन्यवाद देता हूं कंस्ट्रक्शन वर्ल्ड मैगजीन को और बहुत आभार व्यक्त करता हूं कि उन्होंने लगातार तीसरे वर्ष हमारी कंपनी को फास्टेस्ट ग्रोइंग कंस्ट्रक्शन कंपनी का अवार्ड दिया है, जिसमें मैं उनको तो धन्यवाद देता ही हूँ। इसमें स्पेशली हमारी जो कंस्ट्रक्शन की जो टीम है, हमारे इंजीनियर्स हैं, हमारे वर्कर्स हैं, हमारे ऑपरेटर्स और इन मुश्किल समय में साइट पे काम करने वाले जो मजदूर और ऑपरेटर्स हैं, उनका मैं हृदय से आभारी हूँ कि उनकी मेहनत से ही ये सब सफल हुआ है। हमारे देश के आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र जी मोदी एवं सड़क मंत्रालय के मंत्री श्री नितिन जी गडकरी की सोच और उनकी मेहनत से, जिन्होंने इस देश के इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर को एक नए मुकाम पर ले जाने का मजबूत इरादा रखा है और उन्हीं के कारण ये सेक्टर इतना ग्रो किया है और आज हम इस मुकाम पे पहुंचे हैं कि लगातार तीसरी साल फास्टेस्ट ग्रोइंग कंस्ट्रक्शन कंपनी का खिताब हासिल किया है। थैंक यू।
Thank you, Mr. Agarwal. And now we would like to announce the winner of our last award in this segment, India's largest construction company. To give away this award, I would like to invite Mr. Dominic G. Martin, Head Marketing Commercial Vehicles for APMEA Region, Apollo Tyres Limited.
The 18th Construction World Annual Awards 2020 for the largest and most profitable construction contractor, L&T Larsen & Toubro.
For the magnitude of its project execution, capability and ability to ride the most challenging of economic and business cycles, this company has paved its own path to glory over the years. A strong, customer-focused approach and a constant quest for top-class quality has enabled it to attain and sustain leadership in major lines of its business for 8 decades. With $18 billion in revenue, it is operating in over 30 countries worldwide. It is among the top 15 global contractors offering EPC solutions. India's largest construction company is likely to continue its reign over the Indian infrastructure for some time to come. And yes, I'm sure you've already guessed it, the winner is Larsen & Toubro. I'd like to invite Mr. T. Madhavadas, whole-time director, to join us, accept that award and say a few words.
On behalf of all my colleagues at L&T, I accept this award recognizing us as the most profitable and largest construction contractor. Many thanks to Construction World.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we're now presenting India's largest and fastest growing construction companies. Congratulations, everyone. The Construction World Person of the Year Award was instituted in the year 2010. And our first ever awardee was Dr. E. Sridharan, also known as the Metro Man, for his outstanding contribution to the Delhi Metro. Since then, the awards have shone a light on those taking outstanding strides towards helping make a difference. The jury handpicks this awardee from a list of nominees for their noteworthy contributions to the construction sector. So ladies and gentlemen, here's announcing the last category of awards for this evening. But first, to give away this award, I would like to invite Mr. Amit Singh, Associate Director, APCO Infratech Private Limited.
I'm very happy to be here at the 18th Construction World Annual Awards 2020 and to present the award to the Construction World Person of the Year 2020 in the public sector to Dr. Brijesh Dikshit, Managing Director, Maharashtra Metro Rail Corporation, Maha Metro. And it's an honor for me. Thank you.
So let's first announce the Construction World Person of the Year 2020 in the public sector. And the award goes to Dr. Brijesh Dikshit, Managing Director, Maharashtra Metro Rail Corporation, Maha Metro. Before I invite Mr. Dikshit to accept the award, a few words about him. Transformer. That's the best way to describe our man of the year, Dr. Brijesh Dikshit. The Managing Director of the Maharashtra Metro Rail Corporation, this urban transport professional is an acclaimed railway administrator and eminent institution and infrastructure builder. His track record, literally, is incredible. He's been associated with the Indian Railways for over 30 years and Mumbai Suburban and Urban Rail Transport for over 15 years at various levels: planning, designing, constructing and maintaining large-scale rail infrastructure and operation of services and administration of institutions on both Western and Central Railways. He is known for his role in delivering top-quality rail infrastructure and services, whether it's to passengers, freight customers and the public in his role as DRM Nagpur Central Railway. In his current role, he has built the organization from scratch, being employee number 1 on February 18, 2015, the day of its incorporation. Now the Nagpur Metro Rail Corporation Limited, a joint SPV of the Government of India and the Maharashtra government, has been reconstituted into the Maharashtra Metro Rail Corporation Limited, or Maha Metro, for implementation of all metro rail projects in the state outside the Mumbai metropolitan region. Currently, the company is executing 2 projects. The rupees 8,680 crore, 38.215 kilometer Nagpur Metro Rail Project and the rupees 11,420 crore 31.3 kilometer Pune Metro Rail Project. He has ensured a quick start and fast progress of these projects, overcoming numerous administrative and organizational challenges. This includes some quick and smooth land acquisition, a fast tie-up with international funding agencies like KfW Germany, AFD France, and EIB Luxembourg, and expediting appointments of consultants and contractors. Dr. Dikshit's latest accomplishment is the inauguration of the 11-kilometer section of the picturesque Aqua Line of Nagpur Metro on January 28, 2020, and the inauguration of the 13.5 kilometer of the Orange Line of the Nagpur Metro on the 7th of March 2019. In fact, the inaugural section of the Orange Line was completed in a record time of 44 months. And under Dr. Dikshit's able guidance, Maha Metro is executing various works on behalf of other agencies like the NHAI, PWD, and urban local bodies of Nagpur and Pune. A change agent who lays emphasis on outcomes and outputs along with outlays. Dr. Dikshit focuses on optimization, rationalization, and cost effectiveness to enhance efficiency. What's more, he has a keen interest in the promotion of affordable, high-quality education for people in rural and backward areas. On a personal level, Dr. Dikshit devotes a considerable amount of time and effort to team building and promotes an innovative and creative work culture. Such a man is just not Man of the Year. He's a man of every year. Please welcome Dr. Dikshit to address us and receive the award.
Receiving this award is a matter of honor and pleasure for me. It's the recognition of the hard work of thousands of my co-workers and colleagues who are working round the clock on our projects to ensure high quality and timely delivering of our projects at Nagpur and Pune to render world-class urban transport service to the citizens of these cities. I thank the esteemed jury members for this recognition. I also thank the First Construction Council, who are the founders of this award. Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, with this superb track record, he is a natural choice for the Construction World Person of the Year in the public sector. We honor him with pride and wish him many more milestones on his stellar journey. A big thank you, Dr. Dikshit. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's announcing the last award of this evening, the Construction World Person of the Year 2020 in the private sector. But first, to give away this award, I would like to invite Mr. Satish Sharma, President, Asia Pacific, Middle East, Africa, and whole-time director, Apollo Tyres Limited, once again.
I am very happy to be here at the 18th Construction World Annual Awards 2020, and I shall be presenting the award of Construction World Person of the Year in the private sector space. And this goes to Mr. KVB Reddy, MD and CEO, L&T Hyderabad Metro Rail. Congratulations, Mr. Reddy.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, for that moment of truth, the award goes to KVB Reddy, Managing Director and CEO, L&T Hyderabad Metro Rail. And before I invite Mr. Reddy, I'd like to share a few words about him. Meet a man who's on track to achieve great heights in the Indian infrastructure sector. Mr. KVB Reddy is the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of L&T Metro Rail Hyderabad Limited, the largest PPP project in Asia and the largest metro rail project in the world. This ambitious project is being implemented in PPP mode on DPFOT basis at an estimated cost of Rs 20,000 crore. Before he joined L&T Group in January 2018, Mr. Reddy was the Chief Executive Officer of SR Power Limited and was associated with the company for 22 years. He started his career with NTPC Delhi as an engineering executive trainee in 1983 and rose to the position of Manager of Planning and Systems NCR. He served NTPC till February 1995. With a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering from Regional Engineering College, Bhopal, and an MBA from the Indira Gandhi National Open University, Mr. Reddy brings with him 3.5 decades of rich experience in procurement, project coordination and development, operations and maintenance, business development, project execution, EPC, project financing, commercial and business strategy, strategic planning and implementation. A highly respected member of many associations and boards, his forte lies in dealing with different stakeholders, bringing the best to the table in terms of technology and deliverables, and sharing knowledge with engineering students through lectures and workshops. An effective communicator and strong and quick decision maker, he is an inspiring leader who believes in team effort and delegation. He stands apart for his honesty, integrity, impartiality, trustworthiness, approachability, and down-to-earth attitude. Little wonder then that he has received awards aplenty, including the International Leadership Innovation Excellence Award and the Outstanding Global Leadership Award by the Institute of Economic Studies. We'd now like to invite Mr. Reddy to address us as he accepts the award.
Good evening everyone at the 18th Construction World Award Ceremony 2020. First of all, I would like to thank Construction World in conferring this award of the Construction World Person of the Year in the Private Sector, year 2020. I would also like to congratulate all the award winners in this session here. When I look back 3.5 decades of my professional journey, starting from way back in 1983 with NTPC, followed by 22.5 years with SR Group, and currently for last 3 years with L&T Hyderabad Metro Rail Limited. It's a great journey and lot of learnings I have come across, and I would like to personally thank all the people whom I worked and these organizations with whom I've grown step by step to the current position, and the result is award has been conferred on me. I'm extremely happy on my professional growth that has taken place. We have seen many tiring times in the last 3.5 decades. However, the current situation of COVID is literally pushed back the entire global economy, and we are not spared, including our current business and the L&T Metro Rail Hyderabad Limited. But we are putting all our efforts to come back with the new norms of the life that have come already started. We are adopting it, and we will surely come out of this situation also very soon. Already we are seeing the lot of improvements that is happening, and this is going to be a real lifetime experience for all of us, and it will enhance our resilience to come out of any crisis situations in futures also. While receiving the Construction World Person Award 2020, I humbly thank Construction World and the juries once again. This award today only reiterates the fact that lot more hard work need to be put by me and my team. Good luck to all. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you once again.
It truly is the relentless pursuit of excellence that makes Mr. Reddy our choice for the Construction World Person of the Year 2020 in the private sector. We honor him for his acumen and wish him continued success and many more firsts in the years to come. Thank you, Mr. Reddy, and a big congratulations. Well, ladies and gentlemen, may I remind you once again, do make sure that you tweet your photos with hashtag ICF2020. Ladies and gentlemen, if you thought that only metro men rule the roost, it's time to meet our chief guest, Dr. Sukhbir Singh Sandhu, IAS Chairman, NHAI. But before he addresses us, a few words about him. India's road to the future depends on this man. Our chief guest today is Dr. Sukhbir Singh Sandhu, IAS, who took charge as chairman of the National Highways Authority of India last October. Prior to this, he served as additional secretary in the Department of Higher Education, Government of India, where he looked after technical education, which included IITs, NITs, IIITs, SPAs, and the Teacher Education Quality Improvement Program, a World Bank project. He has also been Chief Vigilance Officer in the Ministry of Human Resource Development. Joining the IAS in 1988, he has served in various positions in the states of Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, and Punjab, and worked in a number of areas, including state roads, infrastructure development, PPP projects, finance, urban development, environment, health and family welfare, tourism, revenue administration, rural development, power, new and renewable energy, IT, industries, science and technology. A medical graduate from Government Medical College, Amritsar, he has a master's degree in history and is also a law graduate. A regular speaker at LBS NAA Missouri, he has delivered a talk on de-stressing Indian cities at Harvard Business School on invitation and published papers on urban reforms and municipal management and capacity building. Dr. Sandhu received the President of India Medal in recognition of his services as the Commissioner of the Municipal Corporation of Ludhiana. A lover of the great outdoors, Dr. Sandhu loves trekking and mountaineering. In fact, he has scaled the Black Peak at an altitude of 22,000 feet in Uttarakhand. Clearly, this is a man without fear who will take India's highway development program to new heights. I'd now like to invite Dr. Sukhbir Singh Sandhu to enlighten us with his words.
Dear friends, first of all, my congratulations to First Construction Council for organizing this India Construction Festival. When we talk of construction, I think the first and foremost thing which comes to one's mind is roads along with the buildings. And when we talk of roads, we are all aware that India is having second largest network of roads in the world, and national highways play a very important role in that. National highways are only 2% of total highway network in the country, but they carry 40% of the traffic. That shows the importance of national highways. That's why in the NIP announced by the government recently, a major chunk of funds have been kept for road sector. We are supposed to spend about 13 lakh crore in NHAI alone as part of NIP. Major chunk of this amount would be spent under the scheme Bharatmala, which you are all aware of. For the first time in the country, under the scheme Bharatmala, a corridor approach has been adopted. Earlier, usually we used to widen the existing roads because the traffic has gone beyond its capacity. But under Bharatmala, a nationwide study was undertaken to know the origin and destination of the traffic for different reasons and We have identified more than 23 corridors already where the projects are under different stages of implementation. One of them, the most being talked about, is Delhi-Mumbai Expressway, which will reduce the travel time from present 24 hours to almost 12 hours. Another one is about to start, is between Bengaluru and Chennai. Then we have in the pipeline Delhi to Dehradun, which will reduce the travel time from almost 6 hours to 2 hours. Similarly, almost every part of the country will have access controlled economic corridor or expressway connecting different points of economic activity. To meet the targets and to achieve the objective as early as possible, NHAI is awarding the works as fast as possible. This year, in the first 6 months, we have awarded road projects worth 47,000 crores. The target for this financial year is to award works worth 2 lakh crores. Similar or slightly more is the target for the next financial year. So a lot of projects are coming. It's good news for all of you. A lot of opportunities for business and also for equipment companies. To meet the financial requirement for such a massive road program, we have lined up quite a few innovative initiatives also. SPV model is being made operational now. The first one is Delhi-Mumbai Expressway, where we are trying to arrange the finances by securitizing the future toll revenue under a special purpose vehicle. InvIT, you must be aware by now, the first government sector InvIT is coming up in NHAI. We have already got SEBI approval, and hopefully in a month's time it will become operational. TOT we have been doing for the last 3-4 years, and this will continue. Apart from the budget support which we are getting to meet the financial requirements for such a massive highway program. Our toll policy is one of the more stable policies which will meet the financial requirements and which will ensure the comfortable repayment of all the borrowings that we are doing now. Because it's a stable policy and a very robust policy, many foreign investors are showing interest in the road sector in India. Another initiative which we had taken recently, last December, was the FASTag. You are all aware, it has made commuting on our national highways much easier than what it used to be before. Still there are challenges and improvements are taking place. Our endeavor is to make your experience through toll plaza as good as comparable to best in the world. With this FASTag, lot of data has been generated, and we have a big data lake and project management software which we started implementing for the last 6-7 months to take care of this data and to manage this data in the best possible way which is useful for NHAI and for the country. We have already set up a center of excellence for artificial intelligence with IIT Delhi, and we are very hopeful that soon we will be able to make some new breakthrough and will be able to use this data, which will be useful to all of us. Another initiative we took is with the IITs and NITs and other engineering colleges in the country is by asking them to adopt national highways in their proximity. We call it institutional social responsibility. With the students and research scholars and teachers, they are adopting a particular stretch of national highway and they are giving suggestions about its maintenance or removal of black spots or congestion points or other suggestions, because these people are situated very close to those stretches of highway and they are the stakeholder, and they are also the sufferers if there is any lacking or some deficiency in the national highway. So they are sending us very good suggestions, and we are also using their services when we while preparing the DPR with the help of consultants. So with these two initiatives, we are sure that these young minds will be able to contribute in a major way towards building of better highways and building of nation. We are also now laying a lot of emphasis on the quality aspect of it. Rating of all the roads is now in the final phase. Hopefully in a month's time, we will have ranking and rating of roads. For example, out of all the BOT roads, you will be able to know which road is the best and which road is the worst. Not only for BOT, it will be applicable to all the roads under NHAI. And not only roads, we have done so for all our offices. We have regional office in every state. So all these offices are also being ranked and rated. So we will also know which office is performing the best and which office is performing the worst. And similar thing is being applied to employees' performance also. Ease of doing business is a major requirement in our country. We have worked in that direction, and we had extensive discussions with consultants and contractors where we got a lot of suggestions, and within 2 days after the meeting, whatever suggestion was implementable, we issued orders and we implemented it. It has created a lot of positivity in the sector. Just to help the stakeholders and contractors, I'll narrate one example. In NHAI, we had only manual system of payments. During lockdown, towards the end of March, during the lockdown, we changed the system from manual to online, and we made a payment of more than 10,000 crores, and we made payment of all the pending bills. There was no pendency on 31st March in our country. It helped many stakeholders by improving their liquidity. Dispute resolution has been a major challenge in NHAI. We have launched a drive and we are inviting everyone to come for conciliation. We have 3 conciliation committees and they are disposing of many cases, and as you are aware, it's a voluntary process and both the parties are happy wherever we are able to reach amicable settlement. The payment is very fast because then you don't have to wait for High Court and Supreme Court order for years together. Moreover, in all future agreements, we have introduced dispute resolution board mechanism where while the project is ongoing, at the same time, issue can be raised before the board and 3-member board will visit the spot and give its decision. I am hopeful that more than 90% of issues which ultimately lead to arbitration and litigation will be resolved at this stage only. Land acquisition has been a major area of concern for road projects which led to delays and disputes. We are making sure that we don't award any project unless we have 90% of the land with us. And all these projects which have been awarded in the last couple of years, they had in possession 90% of the land. So I am quite hopeful that all this litigation will become part of the history in future. At the end, I again congratulate the organizers of India Construction Festival. I'm told that you are also honoring equipment companies and you are also giving awards for construction. I congratulate all the winners of the award, and also I am sure that the people who could not make it to the award this year they will definitely be able to win it next year. My best wishes to Mr. Padode and his team for a very successful India Construction Festival. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for taking the time out and being here with us today. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope I can truly say what a wonderful event we have had. Who would have ever imagined that in the comfort of our homes, we would all come together so effectively? But we did. But this is just the beginning. I'd like you to take a quick glance at the screen for some more of ASAP's Info Global Group's upcoming events, which might be of some interest to you. Once again, heartiest congratulations to all our winners, and thank you to all the stars of our evening. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite Ms. Falguni Padode to please propose the vote of thanks for that perfect closure to this grand evening.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. What a great virtual evening this has been. We met, or did we? But what we certainly did do is connect, and we have pushed each other to move towards a new world that we are all still grappling with. Coping with social distancing and the pandemic has taught us to adopt technology, and in a hurry. This is also the theme of the Construction World annual edition that we unveiled today, construction technology. And it is technology that has allowed us to meet here in the way that we have, at these awards and at the India Construction Festival. So thank you to technology. We are very grateful to many, many people today. I first thank our chief guest, Dr. Sukhbir Singh Sandhu, for taking us with him on the road to great infrastructure. As US President John F. Kennedy once said, American roads are not good because America is rich, but America is rich because American roads are good. Your support and direction has the power to resuscitate the country and many thousands of lives. So thank you, sir, for what you do, your time, and your wise words. In these times, we are especially grateful to our supporters, our sponsors. The value of what we stand for has never been more amply demonstrated than today. With our sponsors comprising of presenting partner Apollo Tyres, gold partners L&T, APCO Infratech and Widkin, silver partner Dinesh Chandra R. Agrawal, and associate partners JK Cement, Sham Steel, KNR Construction, ACE and Schwingstetter. Thank you so much. Not just for your support, but your faith in us. We are constantly striving to live up to it. Our agency, Team Rustic and Flashlight Events, who pushed us to meet their stringent deadlines. And the event that we see unfolding today was stitched together much like a film. So thank you, team. It was well worth the effort. Our dear ASAPians, your months of effort, planning, follow-ups, your ability to recalibrate to the new normal and yet deliver. Thank you. And finally, our winners. I would first like to apologize for relentlessly pushing you all to meet the demands of the new normal. We were compelled, but you understood the importance of commitment and supported us. So thank you. In March this year, we were all aghast at what the pandemic put us through in our personal lives and at work, and it's taken a lot to continue and keep at it. As key contributors to GDP, all you winners today deserve a salute, not just from us, but from the entire country. Thank you for all that you do. And through our first Construction Council, we will be lobbying for everything that our industry needs. We are with you and implore you to do the same. I'm reminded of the words of the famous ghazal by Gulzar Saab. Kathin hai raah guzar, thodi dur saath chalo. Thank you and good night.
Thank you, Ms. Padode. And of course, thank you, our audience. For those of you who have been posting on social media, even post this event, make sure that you use the hashtag ICF2020. With this grand evening, the curtains come down on the 6th India Construction Festival, our first but not the last, held online. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Felicia. It's been an absolute pleasure, and do enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye.